20. I'm 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and shut it to the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready. Let's go. Go.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Operating from the gun. Lincoln. It's complete to Brown, right side. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Viking 18! Here we go, here we go! 70 Timberwolf!
On the ground with Ward. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
In motion, the tight end. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Drops this underneath for Pollard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 4th down, Lincoln. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Cougars, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Panther 60. Come on.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Graham will throw. They'll get this out to Genty. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now Graham to throw. That is caught. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats, 60.
Now it's Graham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Graham. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there on 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On the give, Jeanty. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Okay, ready?
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Come on, set. 70 Lions. Ready?
Graham going to set up to throw. He'll find Jeanty out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Panther 11, Panther 60, 19 Light, Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
They'll try and throw for it with Graham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get this to Ward. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Packers 1st down.
They run it with Ward. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly get them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
This is Fant on the short completion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down at 6.
50,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
70, Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lincoln. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lincoln for the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
1st and 10 at the 28.
Here's Ward. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off play action. Lincoln. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Packer first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Operating from the gun. Lincoln. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Graham. That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Graham to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Graham. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rumble, 18
Looking to throw. Lincoln. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A run straight ahead with Genty. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Graham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They are going on fourth down. Graham. And this is caught. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 41.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lincoln. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Ward. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
60, here we go. 60
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
19.
On 4th down, Lincoln. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good, which, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And the Packers, 1st down.
Back to throw. Coleman. Now a run here off the RPO. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Bronco 80. $65.
Looking to throw. Graham. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hold the ready.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Graham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Up the middle they go. It's Ward. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Ready up. Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal. 1879 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Coleman. That's complete to Ward. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
18 rep, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80, 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the check. Buffalo 18. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Graham. He's going to try and go deep again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Well, one on first down. Moore might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go. First and goal.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Operating from the gun, Coleman. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. Here's crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Looking to throw. Coleman. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they They show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off the play fake, here's Grant. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
65 catch.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Gets this to Fant.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long